观想大礼拜100根本传承上师及诸佛，嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，200诸菩萨，嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，300诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽，观想顶礼，回天心三印，是平等一起手。请主持人敬献哈达，以表最高敬意。 让我们以热烈的掌声感恩根本传承上师的赐福。恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Sheng, inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Sheng to ascend to the Dharma throne. This is the Manohara Visudhara Homa fire offering ceremony at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. And His Holiness just accepted the offering of Hatha from the primary supplicants as their symbol of the highest honor to the lineage root Guru. Inviting Simu Vajra Master Lien Xiang to please take the seat. Inviting Rinpoche and all the Dharma Masters to please take the seats. Inviting all the Venerables, our distinguished guests and all participants to please take the seats. Inviting His Holiness to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants for this Homa. First, let's give a greatest round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Sheng, for presiding over this Manohara Vasudhara Homa fire offering ceremony. And let's also extend warm welcome to Simu Vajramaster Lianxiang, to Rinpoche, Dharma Masters, Venerables, our distinguished guests, and all participants from all over the world. The offering of Hatha. Let us join our palms with reverence, and we would like to invite through the school Vajramaster Silian Si to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vayukana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Liansheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the Padma Kumara mantra 7 times. Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, enemies and karmic creditors in front of you, sentient beings around you, together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Clap twice and snap your fingers. Recite purification mantras and the earth deity mantra. Recite invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Liansheng. Namo White Maha Padma Kumara. Namo Lotus Light Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Manohara Vasudhara, the wealth attracting goddess. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Manohara. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Manohara. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jetpan, Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas, Namo True Buddha School 8 primary deities, Namo Yamantaka, Akalanatha, the 4 heavenly kings, Sama Bodhisattva, Rainbow Temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Quarter, at the Seattle Lezang Temple, and at the abode at the Southern Mountain. Rainbow temples, mountain god, earth god, plant god, wind god, water god, heavenly fire god, dragon gods, and all divinities, as well as the city god, to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth Hepa. Great mandala offering from the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, the main deity of Homa, Namo Manohara Vasudhara, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Armor protection. Form Vajaklap's mudra. Recite Vajapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Liansheng to perform blessings with mala. Inviting the Dharma King, His Holiness Living Buddha Liansheng, to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless registration forms, homework cards, and all the offerings with Vajra and scepter. Please stand up and join your palms with reverence. Now we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire pit, to set demarcation around it, to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnetization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. The assembly will be reciting the heart mantra of the main deity of Homa today, Manohara Vasudhara. inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Liansheng to return to the Dharma throne. Inviting Sumo Vajramasa Lianxiang to please be seated. Inviting Rinpoche, all the Dharma masters, Venerable South distinguished guests, and all participants to please be seated. Recite that mantras of the eight principal deity in Ken Buddha Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name at the occasion of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name at the occasion of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name at the occasion of Amitabha. Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Saha world. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions of the Buddha lands as numerous as grain of salt sand. All Bodhisattvas dwell of full compassion toward all beings, all Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in misery, perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness to come to this world to salvage deluded ones, to each jewels eminent wondrous light to provide fair fruits for all. All fortunate beings, human and devas, rely on His Vajra body, for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha world, turn to Dhamma, will benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, sleeping for generosities from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. To Buddha disciples wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa, to Manohara Vasudhara, the chief wealth deity from the western pure land of utmost bliss, to please utilize your hook to alleviate all of our lineage guru's illnesses, his karmic illnesses, calamities, hindrances, and to hook all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to protect His Holiness with strong body and soul, tremendous power, wealth, dharma wealth, riches and downfalls, energetic spirit to majestically turn the dharma wheel in samsara. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Manohara Vasudhara. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Manohara Vasudhara. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Manohara Vasudhara. We pray to Manohara by your vows. We pray to Manohara to bestow the heavenly wealth, earthly wealth, dharma wealth, and all kinds of wealth and riches, so spiritual cultivators can be endowed with ample resources and can perform charity, to abide by the precepts, be diligent, meditate, and have wisdom and endurance. That amidst the Maha Prajna Paramita, everything can be perfect. We pray to Manohara Vasudhara to bestow upon all participants that they have all sources of wealth and they're endowed with performing charities and with dharma wealth. We pray that you use the Vajra hook and hook the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray that you, by the Vajra hook, you hook all wealth and riches upon all participants. We pray that by your Vajra hook, you hook away all karmic illnesses so that they are alleviated and disappear. We pray by your Vajra hook, you hook away all karma. We pray that by your Vajra hook, I command love, respect, and harmony. We pray that by your Vajra hook, you hook all the Dharma companions and have the spiritual companions in our cultivation path. We pray by your Vajra hook, you hook all the correct Dharma, that we take refuge in the virtuous Guru. We take refuge in the awakened Buddha, the enlightened one. And we take refuge to the correct Dharma as spoken by the Buddha. We take refuge in the Sangha that truly cultivates spiritually. We pray to Manohara Vasudhara to bestow upon true cultivators, so may they gain the perfect and complete wealth and good fortune. After they have this proper wealth, may they gain Dharma wealth. To the red Manohara Vasudhara, the wealth attracting goddess, gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. We pray that all of our prayers be granted swiftly. May all calamities be hooked away and dispersed. May all hindrances and obstructions are being hooked away. Hundred syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata Petsamamimanta Petsabawa Mahasamaya Sato ahom Te om Petsa sato samaya Manupanaya Petsa sato tenubadita Tetso me bawa Suto kayu me bawa Suto kayu me bawa Anurato me bawa Sawa hasidi me purayata Sawa karma sutame Chittamu siriran guru hom Ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata Petsamami mancha Petsabawa mahasamaya Sato ahom Pe om Petsa sato samaya Manupanaya Petsa sato tenubadita Jetso me bawa Suto kayu me bawa Subu kayu me bawa Anurato me bawa Sawa sidi me purayata Sawa karma sutame Chittamu siriran guru hom Ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata Petsamami mancha Petsabawa mahasamaya Sato ahom Pe 做观想大礼拜，以拜根本传承上师及诸佛。
Okay, home is using visualization. First to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, daily samudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, daily samudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for prostration, daily samudra. Fourth half bow. Reset completion mantra. Let's give a greatest round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage Guru for presiding over the supreme Homa of Manohara. Now let us all join our palms, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liaoming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubdan Darji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice today, of Homa today, Manohara Vasudhara, Simu Tanchen Katso, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma assistants, as rectors of temples and chapters, and all participants here and over the internet. Our VIPs today are Taipei rep to Norway and Sweden, Ambassador Dong Zhou Liao's wife, Dharma Sister Judy. Accountant to Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa and her husband. Dr. Ryan Zhuang and his wife. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? I would like to announce for next Sunday, January 26th, that would be the second day of the Chinese New Year. At 3 p.m., there would be Golden Mother Homa fire offering ceremony. There's no need to introduce Golden Mother. Everyone knows. I welcome all of you to become the primary supplicant. Golden Mother is Grandmaster's first yidam. So, from the very beginning, I was guided by Golden Mother up till now. She's an extremely important yidam. And today, we perform Manohara Homa. Just now, when I closed my eyes, I saw Manohara Vasudhara. And she led innumerable goddesses together descending. It's uncountable. 2 rows, and then in front of them there are also the attendants, and they're all holding lanterns like from the ancient past. two lines, they all descended together. I hope to see that they sprinkle money. Did Manohara shower money upon us? Last time during Jambala, there were 4 bags of money, and this time it's only 1 bag. Last time I saw 4 bags, and someone won the lottery from Taiwan, Taiwan Power Lottery, and the winner should be here in a few days. However, we should not let it known, and we also will not expose him or her. But all of you know this person. If I say the name, if you don't know this person, then you would jump into the river of Tanshui. This is not very mysterious, and everybody knows him or her. And this person's name is very resounding, very famous. Everybody must know this person. Although there was only 1 bag, what I saw was it was a bag wrapped with leather, and then with the rope, tied with the rope on top. A huge bag. Last time I saw 4 bags, and this time I only saw 1 bag. But Manohara said that 1 is everything. She did not differentiate that 1 is everything. So who knows? Maybe there were 100 bags inside this 1 bag. I don't have any special thing, but I hope that someone will win. And if you win, then you will have a good Chinese New Year celebration. Last time, that person, after the yellow Jambala Homa, about 1 month later, that this person won the lottery. And this person, the whole family, registered for the primary supplicants for the Homa. Although they were not here, they registered for the primary supplicants. And they watched the webcast. I don't know if this time it would be won by people here, or people that registered for the primary supplicants, or people that watch over the webcast. I don't know. So you all try your luck, everyone. Just now I mentioned about the Mahaparamita. Mahaparamita is also called the great vehicle or Mahayana. And the key point is the 6 paramitas or 6 perfections. It started from giving or charity, precepts, diligence, endurance or patience, wisdom, meditation. These are the 6 paramitas or 6 perfections. Everyone who attains Dharma wealth starts with giving or charity. Last night I mentioned when we perform the offering, tantric offering, we will gain huge, great fortunes. Because every time when you make the offering, it is infinite, it is limitless, because it is boundless. That's why it's the greatest. So you make offering of food and real thing, but you use some tantric methods to transform it into innumerable, then this would generate the greatest merits and great fortunes. So today, because you have the greatest fortunes, that's why in True Buddha School, those who receive windfalls and riches are uncountable, many of them. I have talked about it before. People that got this Dharma wealth, some of them are anonymous and some of them are names that we know. We hope that after you get this wealth, this riches, you also comprehend the 6 paramitas, and the first one is giving or charity. I hope that all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the Herukas, Dharma protectors, Dakinis, and all the divinities and all the wealth deities can take care of True Buddha School disciples, so that they have no worries in financially and they don't lack anything. That everyone is well to do. So Manohara Vasudhara is not just about money and valuables. As I mentioned earlier, she can do purification. She can the same way use her Vajra hook to hook away the calamities and the karmic sicknesses to be hooked away. Or you can hook to you positions and salaries and works, and she can also hook the Bardo spirits to the Pure Land. She can also enhance love and respect, and you can hook away your own karma from your body, hook away calamities, to hook away sicknesses, hook away karmic transgressions. So hook away all the bad stuff and hook in all the good stuff. So this deity is also extremely important. There's this joke during the history class. The teacher asked Xiaoming, so facing your country and beauty, which one would you choose? Xiaoming said, my country. Why? The teacher asked, and Xiaoming replied, because by having my country, there would be beauties. But just having beauties, who knows, maybe the beauties will run away with people, with the countries. And the teacher replied, Xiaoming, you're very visionary. If the teacher asks me, the history teacher asked me, do you want your country or beauties? I will reply both. This would be the smartest person. So, actually, the country is the same as your wealth. This is joke. A very old man went to the gym and told the personal trainer there, the teacher, the instructor, so which muscle should I train in order to attract beautiful ladies? So the instructor took a look at the old man, looked up and down, and then he replied, there is a machine that can help you do that. It's the ATM machine outside. That's why you need to have the wealth first before you can have beauties. It's the same idea. The Manohara Vasudhara that we just talked about was emanated from the heart of Amitabha Buddha of the Western paradise. So if you practice this deity and you gain spiritual union with her, you will be hooked to the Western Pure Land of utmost bliss, the same way. So in our spiritual cultivation, we say that each Dharma practice is equal to each other. There is no difference. In the future, we will talk about Ishichoka for the upcoming ceremony. So Ishichoka was the lineage guru. According to her transformation, that in her past life, she was the ever crying bodhisattva, crying. And Ishichoka was also Vajrayogini. And Vajrayogini is a great yogini. And during Sakyamuni Buddha's era, she was the goddess of Ganga, Ganga River. And the previous life of the goddess of Ganges river was Saraswati. And there was a lifetime when she was a white Tara. Is the Buddha Mother with 7 eyes. So don't undermine Ishichuga. She was just a spiritual companion of Guru Padmasambhava. You thought she was just a consort, she was just a lineage guru, but actually her origins were great. She was White Tara, Vajrayogini. It's the goddess of Ganges river, Saraswati, and the ever-crying Bodhisattva. So the Dharma body or Dhammakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, and true body. There are 4 different kayas or bodies or Dharma nature body. So each deity has many positions or many origins. So like Manohara has Amitabha Buddha on her crown, and she was emanated by Amitabha Buddha. So the body of Guru Padmasambhava was Amitabha Buddha, his speech was Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and his mind was Sakyamuni Buddha. So Guru Padmasambhava was the union of Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, and Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. But the primary one for Guru Padmasambhava was still Amitabha Buddha. So that's how it is. That's the principle. Now let's continue on Lamdre. So on the 5th, protection on what? Hindrances of the worldly dharma divided into 2. Hindrances by the entanglement of family and relatives, and hindrances by mentors or good teachers and helpful friends or spiritual companions. So let's talk about first the hindrances of the entanglement of friends and family or relatives. The husband loves to practice the Dharma, and the wife always create the obstruction, or vice versa. So that's hindrances by family. Or the daughter loves to practice, but the other family members obstructed her. We had a disciple that was a doctor. Whenever he had time, he would meditate. You know, being a doctor is already very heavy, very busy. And then when he had time, he would be sitting in his altar and meditate. So his wife would carry a bucket of water and pour it over his head, right? He told us she carried a bucket of water and poured it over his head, not to let him practice. These are hindrances, entanglement by families and relatives not to let you practice. The protection is like stated in the verse, unwavering faith. First, give some money and valuables to strengthen their faith as the protection. So how do you resolve these hindrances by family and relatives? They use material things, like that wife that hindered the doctor, and the doctor should have said this: I give you money for you to go shopping, and so don't obstruct me practicing. And when the wife saw the money, her eyes glazed and went shopping. So first gives a little bit of money and valuables. So every time he wants to practice, he gives the wife money. So this is hindrances in the world. Or children want to practice and the parents don't let them. Then the children can earn money and give to the parents. Then the distractions would be less. Or every time we do the Dharma practice, visualize the people who hinder you sitting together with you practicing to increase their affinity with the Buddha Dharma. Is there any other way? Any other special practice that you do? Other than money, what else? Money and visualizing them practicing together with you. Any other ways to eliminate hindrances by family members? Be kinder and gentler to your family. They would say, other than doing business or becoming a doctor, and then you use the rest of your time to practice, when did you ever be kind and nice to me? If you want to be kind to me, don't practice, accompany me shopping. Any other? No others. That's all that's written here. When the family and relatives restrict you not to practice, the protection Dharma is unwavering faith. First give a little money and valuables to strengthen their faith as protection. Give them a little bit money and just watch so that no other people disturb my practice. That's the protection. and hindrances by mentors, good teachers, and helpful friends. First, give money and compassion in order not to lose respect to them and strengthen faith as the protection. The above two ways can make one be freed from hindrances from the worldly dharma. There's a teacher like the personal instructor at the gym told you there's no need to do Dharma practice. You should just stay here and then train your muscles and you would be healthy and you would have the six packs. No need for you to do practice. That's also a kind of hindrances, right? So first give a little bit of money and valuable, because money can change people's mindset and thoughts. If you obstruct me, I give you money. Then you will not obstruct anymore. And second is compassionate heart. You want to be benevolent toward your good teachers and helpful friends. In order not to lose respect and strengthen faith as the protection, then you will be freed from these worldly hindrances. That's also a kind of method. And the second kind is hindrances of staying on the path. You have entered the path and you already have some spiritual experiences of the path. There are hindrances from outside demons, the resident non-human beings, etc., making troubles. The worst case, they take lives. The medium case, creating misery for the body and mind. And in the least case, making oneself or family sick. They create hindrances by harming through natural disasters, etc. If at this time one is powerless, this can attract the powerful non-human beings from other places to create calamities as described above. The way to protect yourself, as in the verse, protection wheel, mantra chanting, mantra knots. Use Bhadra walls, etc. as the protection wheel. Recite the 4 home mantras and so on, or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends and ask for their secret mantra, thread and knots. These 3 methods can definitely provide protection. These 4 protections are the methods to guard against hindrances created by methods. So hindrances created by family members, relatives, and teachers and friends are the tangible hindrances. And now, this is about the intangible hindrances, about non-human beings. They are not human beings. So the intangible spirits, because they like to create problems, make troubles, especially for sadhakas, the spiritual cultivators. They intentionally make troubles for you. Grandmaster are close to the non-human beings. I have relationship with them. I have come into contact with them. Typically speaking, it's quite easy to deal with non-human beings. I have that ability. When Sakyamuni Buddha was giving Dharma teachings at his era, there were also many non-human beings coming, listening to the Dharma teachings. That's why in the sutras it said human beings and non-human beings. The same with us, same with me. Like at my house, there are many non-human beings coming. Because our disciples, relatives, and if they have died, they would tell each other that if you need Bardo deliverance, go find Grandmaster Lu. Or disciples who have passed away, and they knew they wanted liberation, so they went to find Grandmaster, and they came to my house. And because they were disciples who have taken refuge and they have refuge certificate, they could come. So they could see all the Dharma practices, and because I have the light energy on me, wherever I go, they would hide away from me. In my room, next to my bedroom, there is a bathroom, and I would get a glass of water as an offering to Golden Mother. Nobody there. My side is the east court, and Simu is in the west court. Nobody live in my court. But when I went in to my bathroom, all the drawers made sound. And that two pieces of things under the sink, they were all clanging because they were hiding under the sink. They went hiding under the sink. And when I walked by the refrigerators, the fridge would also make sound. When I walk from the east court to the western court to Simu's area, there were lots of clanging sounds. They were all non-human beings, but they don't hinder me. They don't come to get my energy either. So when you do your Dharma practice, you have to perform the armor protection, Om Burlan Chali. Burlan means Bodhisattva. So you use thread as protection. Grandmaster used lights for protection. White light, red light, and blue light shooting out. And with bang, the lights become net that envelope us, envelope myself. I do this protection every day. I do the protection for Simu's bedroom every day. The same for my own bedroom too. The non-human beings at my house were okay. Most of them were two Buddha disciples that just passed away. And because they are my disciples, they don't create obstructions or hindrances that much. But if had they not been disciples, they would create troubles. And the worst case, taking lives. Ghosts will do that. And in the least case is to create pain and ailments all over your body. That your brain is foggy, soreness and pains all over your body, or you feel misery and disasters, would make yourself and family members sick. They create hindrances by harming through natural disasters, etc. Like if you're farmers, then there would be lots of bugs. That's hindrances. Then they would eat up all your produce. That's natural disasters. So hindering and harming. When these non-beings are powerless, they would find more other non-human beings. Don't think that they are just one ghost. They would find other ghosts to do it together. They would find the more powerful ghosts in order to create trouble for you. Talking about ghost, now we thought about the ghost witch. She worship and made offering to the five big ghosts, and they're not just five, because they would recruit many other ghosts. Then they became a huge group, and they have big influence. Those who visited them, if they found you easy to bully, then they would enter into your body and you cannot endure it for all your lives. And some have committed suicide and killed themselves. Like Sophia, she went there. After she came back, she started to see ghosts and gods, and she couldn't hold it anymore. She had the mental breakdown, and then she drove her car to the concrete pipes and killed herself, and many more. Wang Fan now is in the psychiatric hospital. That was also created by ghosts of the witch place. Sophia, Wang Fan, do you know? Several of you know. Because they were in their low times, and then when the ghosts felt that they could be bullied, then the ghosts bullied them. How can you make offering to the non-human beings, which is the ghosts? So 3 Japanese big ghosts and 2 Chinese ghosts. And then they recruit more huge number of ghosts and establish your own ghost headquarters. And the ghosts sometimes defy their own masters because they're not proper, they're not righteous. So they create lots of mental disorders. There was an Indonesian disciple that's still being disturbed by them. And even people here, there's still people who still receive disturbances from them. And we will not mention them, the people here. So how do we use this? How do we do the protection when the ghosts come to bother us? The verse said, protection wheel, mantra chanting, mantra knots. Use the Vajra walls, etc. as the protection wheel. Recite the 4 home mantra and so on. Or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends and ask for their secret mantra thread and knots. And these 3 methods can definitely provide protection. And these 4 protections are the methods to guard against the hindrances created by the convenience methods. So Vajra walls, Vajra net above, Vajra foundation below, and on the 4 sides Vajra walls, and then the Vajra fire burning all those, then the non-human beings cannot enter anymore. Cha Hom Pan Ho. These are the 4 home mantras, Cha Hom Pan Ho. And all kinds of mantras. You visualize the place where you are. There are 4 sides of walls, and they are the Vajra walls. And visualize in the space above, there's the Vajra net. And where you sit is the cross Vajra scepter with the Vajra foundation. And then around the Vajra walls, there are the Vajra fire. You do this kind of protection. And here, or rely on Guru or Dharma friends, excellent affinity, and ask for the secret mantra thread and knots. So you take the 5-color thread, a long one, and by chanting a mantra, you form a knot. What kind of mantra? Vajra mantra. Vajrapani Bodhisattva. After chanting Om Bulanjali 108 times, you form 1 knot. And then you form 12 knots on that thread. And then you place this thread around your altar where you meditate. And then you meditate inside it. Then you will not be bothered by the non-human beings. They would be blocked outside. So depends which Heruka or which protector you practice, and you can chant your protector's mantra 108 times, and then you form 1 knot on the 5-color thread. Say if you're pregnant and you often have miscarriages, then you can chant the Mahasri mantra, Om Mahasriya Soha. Om Mahasriya Soha. And you chant 108 times and form 1 knot. And then another 108 times and then form another knot. And then you form 18 knots. And when you're already pregnant, when you sleep at night, you wear this 5-color thread as a belt around your waist before you sleep. Then the ghosts, the non-human beings, will not be able to get the babies from your womb. Then you will not have miscarriages anymore. This is the method. This is one way. Do you know about this way, this method? So you use the 5-color thread and form knots as protection, or you form the Vajra walls, Vajra fire, Vajra net, Vajra foundation as a protection. So that's protection wheel, mantra chanting, and mantra knots. The meaning of these 3 things. Or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends for their secret mantra thread and knots. So these 3 methods can definitely provide protection, and these 4 protections are the methods to guard against hindrances. Or you can do protection using the 6 丁6甲. By chanting the 6丁6甲 mantra, then the protection for the whole room, all the celestial generals would appear. By chanting that, then all the non-human beings in my house would hide inside the fridge. Then you would sleep really well at night. No more hindrances or disturbances. So I'm teaching you how to practice the protection. When a woman has conceived the baby, you have to protect it so that it's not being stolen by the non-human beings. Don't let it be seized by them. This is important. There's a delivery man or boy came delivering something, and after I signed the receipt, he's standing there and not leaving, and he's standing looking at me. And my heart started to beat faster because this delivery young man was tall and handsome. So the lady was thinking that, is he interested in me? He wanted my phone number? What should I do? Should I reject him? And then the delivery young man finally opened his mouth and said, that pen is mine. So that was a misunderstanding. A husband told his wife, "Can you give me $100 to buy a pack of cigarettes?" And the wife was angrily replied, "No, And then the son told the mom, well, I need $600 for the tutoring tomorrow. And the wife gave him $600 without saying anything. And then she went take shower. And the son told the father and gave him $100. I loaned you this, but when I grew up and get married, and my marriage is as bad as yours, then you have to help me, okay? Anyone has such difficulty? One time in a chemistry class, the teacher asked me to get a 20% alcohol, but I couldn't find it. So I took 2 bottles of 10% alcohol. And the teacher was very angry. If you want a 30-year-old wives and then I just give you 2 15-year-olds, would that work? And the student replied, sure, of course. That would be nice. If you want a 30-year-old wife and you want 2 15-year-olds, would that do? That's underage. This is pramana by comparison. Is that right? Comparing it like that? During a blind date, I met a very quiet and submissive lady, and we had a very nice time. So I asked her, are you always this kind and gentle? And the lady replied calmly, if I am always this kind and gentle, do I need to go on a blind date? It's been raining these few days, and someone wrote a poem. Drizzles of feelings, drizzles of rain. Once at night, then nobody knows so many how many times a night, and then if you don't do it for 2 nights, then you become dumb. And if you do it every night, you become idiot. And if you do it in the daytime, you are lovelorn. And what do you think we're doing? We dream. And I hope you have a nice dream tonight after Manohara. Can you laugh at this joke? I lost at my bed today. And according to the bed, I have to buy the feminine pads for the female classmate. And after I got it, I have it in my hand and was going into the classroom late. And the teacher asked, "What is that in your hand?" And I just said, "A bread." And the teacher said, "Then just finish eating it outside before you come into the class. So, what time now? 4:47. Amitabha. Please have good dreams tonight. Dreams of getting wealthier. Om Mani Padme Hum.
现在请大家合作，把各自做的椅子叠好，放在两旁。
We are very grateful to His Holiness for His precious Dharma teachings, and in a moment there will be the empowerments for Manudara, Manohara, Vasudhara. And during the empowerment, please remember to form her mudra, to visualize the deity, and to recite the mantra. This will end the English interpretation today. Please remember to return your receivers.
掌声感恩根本传承上师赐受勾财天女法灌顶。 顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽观想顶礼为天心善印。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽观想顶礼为天心善印。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽观想顶礼为天心善印，是平等一起手。等下师尊会给大家摸顶加持。现在我们大家一起顶礼根本上师，感谢师尊。护摩法会圆满吉祥结束了，非常感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母仁波切诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.